Hello everyone, my name is Avilas. You are watching Selenium Express, and in this video, we're going to be exploring the game's logic. We are building a game using Java and Spring Boot in this series, and this is going to be our challenge number 2, where we're going to be exploring the game's logic, as I said. So first of all, we have developed some basic Spring application, and we have done some simple things here. Let me just run the application that we have built in the last episode, and then we're gonna be starting something. Okay, and also let me connect my Wi-Fi. Yes, there you go. It's very important to connect Wi-Fi because I might need to browse something, because I am not God and I have to browse a lot of different things. I have to take the help of internet, right? So okay, let's just get started. Okay, now my application is up and running, and I will go to Google Chrome, and right here let me just go to the endpoint that we have developed in the last episode. My application is running on my port 8080, and what was the URL? If I remember well, it was game home, enter, and there you go. So we have some words which is displayed over here, and it is randomly chosen. And in this episode, the game plan will be whatever the word that we are choosing over here, we do not need to display it. We will let the user guess the word, right? So we're gonna be filling the blanks over here where we have a character. For an example, here in this string, we have how many characters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 characters. So we need to make sure that there will be 6 blanks, or there will be 6. We're going to be filling each character with a blank or a underscore kind of an icon, and that's something that we're going to be doing. And I'm going to be showing you exactly how we will be achieving it. So if you want to take this challenge, just do these things by yourself. Make sure that whenever you are choosing a random word over here, display this word with blanks or with underscore. Do not populate the word over here. Okay, so I'm going to give you a little bit of hint as well. I'll go to my keynote and let me play it. So let's say I'm choosing a word randomly, and the word is hello. This hello is as you are seeing that we have how many characters? 5 characters over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is how exactly we have to display it in our UI. Now, as you can see, each character here is hidden right now, and we are showing a kind of hyphen icon which represent each character of this word. Okay, so how are you going to be achieving it? How are you going to be doing it? If you want to take this challenge, just do it, and make sure that in your web page you are just showing the blanks which represent each characters of the randomly chosen word. Okay, now let's just see how I'm gonna be achieving it. Okay, so whatever I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be setting the game plan by looking into the future stuff that I'll be doing. So the way I'll be solving this puzzle is, let's say I have chosen a word randomly and it has 5 characters. So I will do what? I will take a character array. Okay, as you can see, I'm defining a character array which says all characters of the word which has been randomly chosen, and this character array is going to be the is going to be the array that I will be playing with throughout this entire game. And right now this character array is not assigned, it's not initialized, because whenever you have to create an array, you have to make sure that you have to define how many buckets that you want to create. Now I want to initialize this character array with number of buckets or number of indexes, which is going to be representing each character of this particular string. So let's say this is the string which we have chosen randomly. So I'll be initializing this array with the randomly chosen word. Let's say the randomly chosen word over here is hello. So this is the word that we have chosen from the pool. It can be hi, it can be bye, it can be father, mother, sister, Java, string, whatever. Okay. But right now is hello. So I'm going to be initializing this character array with the length of this particular string. Now this hello is 5, it has 5 characters. So I'm going to initialize this array with 5 as a array size. Okay, so this is something that I'll be creating, and a character array with 5 indexes, which goes from 0 to 4. Okay, and in this episode I have only challenge is I need to make sure I need to give this dash which represents each character of the string, and I have to populate it in the UI. So the way I'm going to be achieving it, whenever I create this character array, obviously I just initialize this array. I have not put anything inside this indexes, or it doesn't carry any value. It's a character array. So obviously right now all this boxes is initialized with the default value of the character. The integer default is 0. The string default is null. The double default is 0.0. So what is the default for the character? Without seeing the video further, can you put it in the comment? And I will just see it. How many of you know what is the default of the character in Java? So obviously it is going to be null, something like this. But it's not exactly going to be NUL. The default of the character is the Unicode that you are seeing in your screen right now. And this means null only, right? But we should not say the character default is null. Rather, we should say the character default is this. Okay, so but for now, let's just assume is just null. Right now, obviously, we just created the array over here, which initialized with 5 as the length of the array. Which goes like this, and everything is filled with null. Right now, we're going to be doing a simple thing. Okay, the step 1. If we found null in any bucket of the array or any index of the array, if it is filled with null, then we have to fill it with underscore, or we have to fill it with this character or a string, or whatever you say it as. It's like a blank, right? We have to fill it like this because we have to make sure that everything will come as blank like this. We should not expose the word. We will let the user guess the word. Okay, so this is something that I'm going to be doing right now, and I'll be trying to achieve it right now with my Java code. So right now also, if you want to do it with this much of hint with the code, if you want to explore it and if you want to express your feeling, go ahead and do it. But right now I'm going to be going and diving into the coding thing. Okay, let's just get started with it. Okay, so now let's just get started with the coding part, and I feel really good to code. Guys, you cannot feel what I'm feeling right now, because I feel really good after so many days, and I'm recording this. Actually, they put a needle over here with my hand. If you know, that's IV, and with that they used to give me saline and injections, and it was hurting till yesterday, but now I feel really good. I feel I can type and yeah, seriously, I've been out for so many days, and I feel really good, and you actually cannot feel it the way I'm feeling right now. I feel really excited, and I'm talking too much, but that's how this guy works, right? I talk too much. So let's just get started, and let's just start implementing the logic right now. Let's just come back to what we are doing right now. So let's just get started. Okay, so now we need to let me just restart this application one more time. So let us just get started. Okay, and I will go over here. Let's say I do refresh here. I'm picking a random word right now called sister. I do not have to show this word. I have to make sure that I have to make it invisible with blanks, right? And that's it. So why it is printing 7 here? Oh, I remember in the last video what we have done, we are actually printing over here the random words dot length, and random words is this array, and the length of this array is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. That's why it is printing 7. But I was just printing it because I told you last time that the way this toString method is going to work, it is going to pick one of the word from this array, right? And that's what we are doing. But the indexes that we need to find here randomly, and the next int can get us any number like 0 or 10, 17, 25. If I'll put 25 here, obviously we will not get a word from the 25th index because it doesn't exist. We're going to be going into a index out of bound kind of a problem. That's why we are choosing random words dot length. The random words, obviously it is 7. So the next int is always going to get us a word from 0 to 7. So it might be 0 or 1 or 2. So that's why I was just printing it just to, show you the kind of, thing this, this next int might return the range between 0 to 7. But that's it. We can get rid of this right now. And also I will just redesign this toString method right now. Okay, so now guys, how we will be designing it? Obviously, I told you right now, we should not return the word like this right now. Rather, let me just zoom it a little bit. Okay, so how can we approach this? So first of all, let's just do one thing. Okay, we will not do this. Okay. We will return a string over here. I'll just alter the logic of toString. Let's say the toString will return let's say I'm previously I was just returning, let's say, sister here, but right now the toString methods return the dash or the blanks. Okay, like 1 2 3 5 6 7. That should be 336. It's a 6 characters word, so I should return 6 dash or 6 underscore or 6 blanks over here. Okay, so I do not really want to return the string over here. Maybe the best way I can achieve it, I can just write I can declare a string. Let's say this is the string that I want to return, and I will initialize with an empty string, and I'll return this up right now. I'll just write the logic later. So obviously right now the toString method right now not going to return anything. So this string right now obviously going to be blank right now. Once the application is up and reloaded, the application reloaded the changes. Did it reload the changes? Looks like it does. So you can see the string is gone because obviously I'm returning a empty string over here. Okay, now I have altered the logic of toString. The toString is not going to return anything right now. Okay, so first let me just choose a word randomly from this array. So first of all, let me have a constructor of this game service. I'm going to do a command N. I'll create a constructor here. Obviously I do not want anything over here inside the constructor, and inside this constructor, I'm basically going to pick a word from this array, okay, from this pool. So I'm gonna create a string called private string randomly chosen word. Okay, and I'm gonna initialize this to null. Okay, let's say it's going to be null, and now this word I'm gonna be initializing it inside the game service. Okay, game service constructor. Now this I'll be assigning it I'll be choosing something from this array, choosing a word from this array, and I'll be assigning it. Maybe I'll be getting the 0th word from here, or the 7th word from here, or from the 6th word from here from this array, and I'll be assigning it. So this is the word that I'll be randomly choosing, and I want to populate it over here. Okay, so but the thing is that I should not be hard coding it. So I will be using obviously a index from 0 to 7, and that should be random. So I'll be taking this random thing and I'll be using this next int, and from in the next int I need to get the integer from random words dot length. Okay, let's say right now the length of this array is going to be 7, so I will get words from 0 to 7. So this can be 0, this can be 1, this can be 2, this can be 6, and I will be getting a word, and I will be assigning it over here to this randomly chosen word right now. Okay, so this game service constructor will do this. Whenever it will be initializing it, it will be just setting this randomly chosen word to something it will pick from this array, and it will be assigning it to there. Okay, cool. Now the thing is that, as I have told you, I need to do something. Now I cannot return this word directly over here. I cannot, let's say this randomly chosen word, I cannot return this word over here inside this toString, because I do not want to populate the word directly. Let's say this will choose something called hello, then I cannot return this hello over here. Otherwise we'll just get it like as it is on the screen. But we need to make it, we need to fill it with blanks. So to do that, what I'll be doing, I'll be taking another array over here. This is going to be a character array, which is going to represent each characters of the randomly chosen word. So I'm going to say private, and I'll be taking a character array, and I'll be saying all characters of the randomly chosen word, or I'm going to be saying all characters of the word. Okay, and I'll be initializing it to null initially, or if I'm not going to initialize the character array over here as well, it will be obviously null. So right now, as I have told you, I have to initialize this character array that I have. Okay, this character array is going to be the array that I'll be playing with. Now initially, all this character array, what I'm going to be doing, I'll be assigning this, I'll be initialize this array. So what will be the size of this character array? Because whenever you need to create an array in Java, you need to define the size. So what will be the size of this array? Let's say the size of this array is going to be the length of the word that we are choosing randomly. Let's say we are choosing hello from this character array right now, and this is the word that we have randomly chosen. So the character array that I am going to be creating right now, this should be initialized with the size. Okay, new character. This should be initialized with the size of what? Let's say it should be 10 or 5 or 7 or 6. Now we need to make sure this word that we are choosing, randomly chosen word, this string that we have, we're going to be initialize this character array with the length of this, right? So that's it. So if we are choosing hello here from this, from here, let's say hello, then obviously this is 5, the length of this array is 5 over here because the word length is 5. If it is father, if we are choosing father here, if this is something randomly chosen, then 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 5, 6, then this character array that we are creating, the number of buckets that we're going to be having over there is going to be 6. So that's it. Okay, so now the character array we have. So now what we have to do right now, as we got the array right now, we have an array like this, and let's say if the word is father, then we have let's say we have null here. Okay, father is 6 characters, right? So we have null, 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 and null. Okay, this represents father, FATHER. And now we have a character array with a 6 as length, and obviously each indexes are right now filled with the default value of the character, and the default value of the character is null, or you can say it is something like this, UN40. Okay, something like this. This is the default of the character. Okay, something like this. Okay, so now you have a character array which is filled with the null value like this. Okay, so now you have this. Now what we have to do, wherever we have null in this character array, we have to like, change this null to a blank or a underscore, right? So how we'll be doing it? So I'm going to be iterating this all characters of this word right now, which has been randomly chosen. Now in this character array right now, I'll be doing what? I will be iterating. Okay, I'll be iterating over this character array, and this character array obviously contains the characters, and I'll take C, and this will be a for loop, and I'll be iterating over it. And right now I'll check if the C doesn't contain anything. Okay, if the C doesn't contain anything, if it is null, then I have to make sure I'll just do ret is equal to ret plus, and I have to give a blank over here, something like this, and I'll be returning this ret over here. Okay, now as I said, to check if we have null in the character array, then we don't actually do this. Rather, we check the null, or the default of the character is this one, u and then 40. Okay, this means null. So we are checking if the character array that you have, I'm gonna be iterating over this array that we are creating, and obviously whenever we create this array with some certain size, all the buckets that we have initially, they have null value because we have not initialized any indexes with any character value. So by default they will be null, and if it is null, we are checking here, then we are just concatenating this return statement. It's a blank string that we have, where we are just adding one dash over here. So now what I guess is, inside this array right now, let's say if I'm choosing, if let's say this character array we are initializing over here with the length of the randomly chosen word over here. Let's say if it is father, then we should have 6 buckets inside this array, and all the buckets will have the null character. And if it is null, then we should have the dash over here. Now we should have 6 dash over there with this string we should get over there. So now I'll be returning it, and now let's just test it over here. Do a refresh, and yeah, there you go. Now we are seeing all the dash, but I think they all are joined. Right now what I'm going to be doing, every time I'm looping over, I'll be also giving ret is equal to ret plus, and I'll be giving a empty string over here, because I just need to see the dash over here with a space, right? So now there's something that I can do, or if you're playing with characters, just make it something like this and give a space here. Okay, something like this, whatever you like. Now if I'll come over here and do a refresh right now, you can see this is something that we got, right? What word is this? Let's just see like what kind of word that we're getting. So the randomly chosen word, we are choosing the randomly chosen word over here. We're assigning it to this string. So once the word is chosen, I just want to see this. So I'm going to be doing a s out. Let's say randomly chosen word is, and I'm going to be just printing this randomly chosen word just to see a log on the screen, and let it restart because we have the dev tools in action. And now let's just go here and do, let me just restart the application. So let's just restart. Okay, the application is restarted. Let me just do a refresh. Now we can see there is a 5 letter word. What is the word which has been chosen here? Where is that? Come on, man. Where is that log? Can I restart it one more time? Okay, I think everything is saved right now. Okay, yeah, now we can see the randomly chosen word is father. Sorry, I just missed it. So father is something that we have chosen. So 6 characters. So can I do a refresh right now? And 3 and 3 6 characters, right? So that's something that we got right now. So if we restart the application again right now, let's say it will again right now going to call the constructor, because this will be initializing the game service. The Spring will be initializing the game service, and this constructor will be called. And whenever the constructor will be called, a word will be randomly chosen from the array and will be assigned to this. And this time the randomly chosen word is mother, that you can see on the log. Now if I'll go over here and if I do a refresh, you can see is MOTHER, right? So this is working good right now. Each time I will restart my application, the constructor will be initialized and a word will be randomly chosen, and that's something that we should be seeing on the screen. And now again, this is mother, so every time we'll restart, I think you will get a different word, and this will be random, so you never can guarantee what is something that you're going to be getting. Right now it is Java, so I think this will be there should be 4 dash over here. Okay, so that's it for the challenge. Right now we can stop this video, go to the next part of this video where we'll be doing what? We'll be creating a text box here. We will let the user to enter something over here in the text box, and so that they can try it, we need to capture whatever the user will be entering on the text box, and then we have to add it over here. We need to check if the user is entering something. If that matches with the word that we are populating it over here, then we need to, if the guess is correct, then we have to show the word over here. So that's something that we're going to be doing next. So you can move to the next video, but before you go, or you can just switch to the next video. But if you are stuck with this and if you are puzzled, then you can start debugging, right? I just want to spend my 5 minutes explaining how it is working under the hood. So guys, this is just for some, just for the beginners, just to make sure that you guys are on the same page. So you know that whenever we are hitting this endpoint called game home, first of all, the request is coming over here to the line number 19. Okay, this is the endpoint which is accepting that request. So I'm just putting a breakpoint over here just to make sure that you guys know how to debug. Okay, and then we are getting the word from this toString. So if I'll do a control click, I'll go to the toString method. What I'm going to be doing here, I'll be also putting a breakpoint here just to show you how this program execution happens. And also you know that whenever we'll be starting our application, Spring will do a component scanning, and as we have @service over here, it will create the object of game service. And whenever it will be creating the object of this, it will be using this constructor, and it will be executing all this logic. I also want to see that, so I'll also put a breakpoint over here, and I'll start this application in debug mode right now, just to make sure that the beginners, if you got stuck, you can utilize this feature if you are new to this, and you can just start debugging, right? So I'll go to my main application right now, and now I'll start debugging this application. I'll click on this debug option. Okay, I'll start this application in debug mode, and as I have assumed, right, so when this application is starting, Spring is doing component scanning, right? So it is creating the object of game controller, it is creating the object of game service, and whenever the game service object it is creating, obviously it is using the constructor. And you can see right now, as I have a breakpoint, my code flow stops here. Now when the object of game service will be created, first thing we are doing, we are choosing this, we are initializing this randomly chosen word, which is null right now. So now over here, as you can see right now, here we're going to be finding the index, the random.nextInt, and we are planning to get a number over here from 0 to 7, right? So if I will be evaluating this, let's say if I'm click on evaluate over here, this particular thing, you can see right now I got the result as 6. Let's just see right now if it is 6 or not, if I'm going to be doing a step over. So this is the step over option. So if I'll click on this, Now you can see the randomly chosen word is light. So if I can hover on this, you can see this is right now initialized to light. So you can see the light is in the 6th index. So that's what that we got assigned over here. Now as you can see, the character word is right now null. Now we will be allocating the we'll be initializing this particular all characters of the word as well. So if I'll be right now doing a step over, if I'll hover on this, so you can see this is a character array that we have initialized with 5. So LIGHT, so it's a 5 letter word that we have initialized this all characters of this array with. And you can see right now this is all assigned with null, NUL, and there are 5 nulls over here, the way I have told you, right? This is something that you can see over here. Now let me just resume this program, right? So my application can start. I can see on my console right now the randomly chosen word is light, that is printed on the screen already, and the application is started. Right now, if I'll be hitting this endpoint right now, let me just Control A, Control C this. I'll take it to a new console, paste it. If I'll be hitting it, you know that the first flow will go to the game controller. This is the endpoint that we have, right? This is where the flow will come. So do a enter, and you can see your program execution stops over here. This is where your control is right now. I'll go to the debugger right now. You can see right now here we are having a function call. We are calling the toString method of the game service. Let's just go into this toString right now. So I'll do a step into right now. I'll go into the toString method of the game service class. And first we have a string of ret, which is going to be assigned to null. Okay, and now we'll be iterating this characters, all characters of the word. This is a character array. You know, this is light right now, that the randomly chosen word, and we have LIGHT, everything is assigned with null. Now we'll be checking if each character of this array that we have, if it is null, then we need to concatenate a underscore with this ret. Okay, now the ret is right now blank. So let's just do a step over and let's just see what's happened. So first we are checking if the C is equals to this. That means if C is equals to null, and if that's true, then we'll go into the if clause. And if I'll do step over, we went into the if clause because the condition matches. And right now we're going to be concatenating a blank or a underscore with this string. Now the string is previously null. Now if I'll do a step over, you can see we have a string right now with 1 underscore. Now we'll give a space over here. We're adding a space after this line. Do a step over. Look at this, how this changes. Do a step over. Now a blank, then a space we have. Then again the for loop continues, right? Now the next character is also null, right? So let's just check what happens. If that's the condition matches, I'll go again into the loop, because the next character that we are choosing from this array, the next index also we have null here. And then again we're going to be adding this underscore or a blank after this ret, right? Let's just do a step over, and you can see another thing has been added. Now again, do a step over, a blank has been added. Now let's keep on going. Obviously we have null everywhere in that character array that we have. Now we are successfully adding all the blanks over here, and once our loop is complete, we're going to be going out of this for loop, and we are returning this string. Now this string has 5 blanks like this, and we are returning it, right? Now if I'm going to be doing a step over, I will be going back to my game home endpoint in my controller. If I do a step over right now, then whatever the random word that we are getting, this blanks, we are going to send it to our view using this model attribute. What to display, we are adding this random word, whatever the word that we have captured. With this attribute, we're going to be sending it to this page. Now if you're going to be doing a step over, and then once we have this, we're going to be going into this page. We don't want to debug this. I'm gonna be resume the program right now, and it's completed. And you can see right now over here LIGST all in blanks. So this is how this program works. I hope I spend 5 minutes more, but I think this is gonna give you some clarity like how this logic even working right now. Okay, so that's it for the video. I'll see you guys in the next video, where we're gonna be going into the challenge number 3. We're gonna be creating a text box here on the screen, and we're gonna let the end user guess the word for us. And if the guess matches, we'll give a text box. We'll tell them, okay, enter a letter and enter a character. If that character is actually present in our word, then we need to populate that word over here instead of a blank. That's going to be the challenge number 3. Do you want to try it by yourself? Try it. So this is going to be a good challenge for you as well. Just try it. I'll see you guys in the next video. And till then, bye-bye, take care, happy coding. Follow me on Instagram. This is my Instagram handle. Follow me on Facebook. Subscribe me on YouTube. Share this video with your friends if you like it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm just having a lot of fun, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah, so thank you very much, and take care, guys. Take care of your health. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.